Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new video, King of Cards. Shovel Knight, pretty much a new series that I wanted to really come back, or really start creating, sorry, not come back to. It's been a bit, and I'm back to uploading. I took a little month off so I can work on my life, and yeah, I'm back. Hopefully a video a week. I know Mario Odyssey is coming up, so yeah. Why don't we begin this great journey into the Shovel Knight. Hello. This is a grand game I'd love to call Shovel Knight King of Cards. This game has really grown into my heart as one of my favorite games I've ever played, and one of the most difficult games I've ever played. God, you see these little guys around, like these little knights and all this, it's so dang hard. But I do gotta give this game credit. It's really, it has its moments of difficulty and gets me want to rage and throw my computer all around, but it shows a lot of, character in the game, and it really helps out this. But in this video, I'm gonna be talking about, it's kind of like an essay. I've seen people do it, and I'd love to take after them and try to make my own little essay. So this is the first time I've ever doing this, and I hope it goes well. We're gonna, talk about the first 4 major parts, and yeah, we're just going to talk about 4 major parts in this game. Is the King Knight actually a real king? Is King Knight actually a king? That's really what I meant to say. No, he is absolute not. He is just this little, little man who's trying to become the king from his story beginning on, this dressed up golden armor, trying to look this beautiful king. He's trying to work his way. He has to battle through either playing cards or winning battles by literally jumping on, or kind of remind me of a Mario World kind of spin jump. He does little spin jumps and hits you, or even just shoves his elbow into flipping walls to break them. What the heck even is that? That is so, cool, I gotta say. He's pretty strong, I gotta say. Sorry, voice crack. But yeah, his whole point of his little journey is to become the king of this magical Shovel Knight kingdom. And I think that really shows character into his design, and showing that, also, it shows that he's also a boss in other of the Shovel Knight games, which I plan on doing a video on. If you guys want it, let me know. I'll check how good this video does. But besides that, King, he really, really wants to become the king of these nations, and has to go through and make friends with the other kings, battle with other kings, and become his rightful place as the king of Shovel Knight. Now, he becomes a boss in other games as the king, and really throughout the season, he's just really this cool little knight that's kind of I'd say he's really humble in his journey. Comedy in this game is really funny. Especially speaking to his mother. Really, whenever we speak to his mother in the game, it is so funny. That is one of the best parts of this game. Just talking to his mother. It's she always makes fun of him and talks to the other kings about, makes little jokes about his childhood, and he's always no, Mom. It's so good. I love that character development right in this little game. And by the way, this is not supposed to be an actual game until I think it was 2019. They changed it into an actual game and not a DLC. It used to be a DLC. I think it's a full game now. But besides that, finally, when I beat this game, it really showed that this game had a lot more to do with the growing aspect, not the side quests. It's more of a reminds me of Mario 3, kind of. The map reminds me of Mario 3. The story kind of reminds me of that, except the bosses are a lot more different. That's really it. But yeah, that's really what the major first bullet point is that I want to talk about. The way battles work. The process of how battles work, and the process of different versions of the battles. Now, there's many, many, many versions of the battles, and there's a lot to talk about. Actually, well, there's really only two, but if we want to talk about different battles, that'll be a different video, and blah, 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 blah. I don't have time to talk about. Okay, here we go. First, the first battle is mainly just the actual just battling himself. Like using his abilities by ramming it into the boss, or doing that spin jump onto them, or even just using his other abilities, which are shown later in game, against the bosses, because other bosses will need different abilities to be able to take them out. But to finish up, there is another kind of way of battling. Now this is the cool thing, and I've never seen this in a real another game like this. It's really cool. It's called the card battles, or the jousting battle. He wants to become the jousting king, by the way, and you have to beat these kings through card battles too, and so you can unlock more levels in the game. The game gets really hard when you're starting to play the other ones, because they're all bots that are trained to know how to beat players, but they're really difficult, and to learn how to beat them is really critical to win the game. You really need to learn how to play the game from knowing. I guess it has to do with a lot of strategy. I think that's what I mean by it. Mainly strategy is involved with the card battles, because you have to learn to move a card somewhere and another place. And yeah, that's pretty much what I like. I think that's a really cool aspect to the game, is to add these a different game battle mode. And I don't know why there isn't another battle mode that could be its own custom thing, but it's fine, whatever it is. The comedy. Now, I cannot go wrong with this game with comedy. It's definitely one of my favorites when it comes to the making me laugh kind of moments. Every time I started playing this game, I just couldn't die laughing. Whenever we met the mom on the ship, or when we first picked her up, she's embarrassing her son, the knight, or the king, whatever you want to name it. And it's just so dang funny. Now, his mother is pretty much a chef or a baker, whatever you want to call her. She really helps you with healing and getting you items that can help you heal during battles and help you battle more, which is a cool aspect of the game and really funny and all. Because just seeing your mother in there is just hilarious. And I can't lie, it's probably one of my favorite characters in the game. I know the king is the main character, but you gotta say the mother's kind of funny. And yeah, that really does it for the comedy part. There is some parts where you fight the kings and it's kind of funny, but I think what outdoes it is the mother. It's definitely my favorite part in the game, when you beat her. Okay. I don't know a more rage-inducing game than this when it comes to the bosses. I have had the most trouble I've ever had in a video game I've ever played, and it took me over a month to beat the dang game. Not kidding. I can check my watch, my playtime hours. It's almost almost 5 hours a day of playtime just to beat this dang game. It is crazy how much I put into this game, but I am happy to be finally done with it, and I can talk about it. Now, the bosses itself show a lot more potential than a lot of bosses in a lot of games. Even Mario Wonder's boss, what even is that? Even though a 4-year-old could beat that, I hate to say it. But these is Undertale level, gotta say. It is tough and not something you should, put aside lightly. It is a game that should be respected, because this game has a lot of work put into it, and a lot of design and coding and just character development and script writing, everything put into this, and it's just amazing to see this level of a game come out and still be one of the most popular games to this day. I don't know if it's one of the most, but it's still a popular game to this day. I gotta say, Shovel Knight, their series have really shown a lot to me, especially this game. It's probably my favorite game out of the series, I gotta say. Now that's a lot to say when there's like the first one, second one, third one. I get this was a DLC, but still, this really is a good game to play. I recommend it. But I really haven't talked about the bosses, have I? The bosses have changed a lot. They show a lot more compassion after you beat them. Like, or some will just make a funny joke, or they'll just say, "Hey, I'll join you. I'll help you out beat this final boss, or help you take out the yeah, pretty much final boss. Sorry, but yeah, that's really what the bosses were in this game. They were tough and fun, and you know how relieving it was to beat the boss. It felt so good. Like it's like Christmas came early, is what it was. It's like I can't believe like it's like done already, and I'm like playing through the game again would be probably something I would do if I had more free time, or I'd probably play it like on a more of a like longer basis instead of waiting a couple of weeks. But yeah, thank you for watching. Now I know I wanted to upload more lately, and life has been tough lately. Just working on, just getting work done, and I have a job, I have stuff to do, and it's just life. Life in general is just rough right now. I hope that I will be coming back soon with the Mario Odyssey content. Gotta wait until I have the game again, but there should be one next week after this video is posted, so wait one more week after this video is posted, and there should be a brand new one. So this should be being uploaded on a Monday or a... Actually, no, it should be uploaded on a Sunday, sorry. And I think next Sunday, it should be coming out. But yes, the long-awaited Mario Odyssey is finally coming back, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.